State Representative Steve Smyk joins us for a chat. Sussex County Council candidate Cindy Green stops by the show. Invisible Fence Delmarva has some advice on keeping your pets safe this fall. James DeMartino is running for U.S. Senate and would like your vote. Lee Murphy is a U.S. Congress candidate and is here to tell us all about his platform. We are live from Rudy's in Harrington. Here's your host, Jim Weller.
Good morning, everybody. Howdy, 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 and welcome to the beginning of our 8th year of doing Weller Does Delmarva. We're sitting here live. We're inside of Rudy's Family Restaurant in Harrington. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is chit-chat with you just a little bit about TV Delmarva, okay? So TV Delmarva is Colin Walls and his son's newest business venture, and it's a brand new, and it's kind of cool, and it's just growing by the week. They're constantly adding things, and many things are happening, and new things are happening, and it's kind of exciting. So if you have never checked out TV Delmarva, it is channel 14 on your TV. Just turn your antenna towards Seaford, rescan your TV, and it's channel 14, okay? And 14.2, I believe, is coming in the very near future. There has been some equipment issues, so that will be another sub-channel that's going to be added. So lots of things are happening. So for example, today, local programming, starting with my show. I'll be on from 7 to 9 on TV Delmarva. Then at 9 o'clock, we have got the Anthony Joseph Show will be next. After that, it's Studio J with Jessica Martinez, and then Coastal A&E with Michael Sprouse, and then 24/7, there's all types of programming on Channel 14 TV Delmarva. You say, well, how do I get it? I don't have an antenna. Well, you can go to Amazon and use your Fire device, Fire Stick. It's on there. It's also at tvdelmarva.com. You can also use your Roku device. Hey, guys, how you doing? Welcome to Rudy's Family Restaurant. So, good morning. But anyway, so your Roku device, Amazon Fire Stick, over the air, tvdelmarva.com. Many ways to watch and hear and see this TV station. TV Delmarva is a brand new, locally owned, locally operated TV station, and I encourage you to check it out. Now, there are advertising opportunities, many of them. Lots of packages, very affordable advertising. So if you want to buy some TV commercials on TV Delmarva and help support this brand new effort, get up with Colin Walls, okay? Going to give you his phone number in a minute. He prefers to be text, but he will take a phone call. So he's got a full-blown sales team that will help you out with guiding you through the process of what package would be best for your business. So many businesses are debating how to advertise or figuring out or looking for new things. This is all new. It's being made by the week. It's growing week after week. So check out TV Delmarva. Tell your friends about it. Spread the word. They do have a Facebook page. It's TV Delmarva on Facebook. And see what you can do to learn more about it. And again, support it by buying or purchasing some advertising. And it's TV Delmarva, again, channel 14. And check it out and see what you think. It's one of the largest TV stations in Lincoln. So I have a question for my technical team over there. I don't know if it's possible, but this TV just keeps flicking on and flicking off. And I didn't know if... Oh, okay, no problem. All right, so, all right, I just wondered what it was. But we do have a real large technical team here. Both Jonathan and Colin, the second, are here. And I believe Colin is also somewhere else making some things happen. So they do a great job. And then we also have Tracy, who helps line up the guests and start the timer and make sure everything is clean and surgically prepared. So we're as clean as a surgical room here, I think, sometimes. But we try to do everything according to all the proper cleaning policies. Now, we're going to go on the radio in just a minute, and I did want to mention to you that you can listen to this on Delaware 105.9. You can watch it on TV. We're on a half a dozen Facebook pages, and we're also on YouTube. So we got a large, unique audience. So anyway, I hear the radio station is coming. I'll pause for a second. And just like that, we're on the radio. So good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's Jim Weller. And you are listening to and watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. So if this is your first time listening, stay tuned. We're going to be with you till 9 o'clock this morning. You're going to have a lot of fun. We've got a lot of different guests. You want to go ahead and play the collage? And this will be Bob Backman's voice telling us who's going to be on and what's going to happen.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, State Representative Steve Smyk joins us for a chat. Sussex County Council candidate Cindy Green stops by the show. Invisible Fence Delmarva has some advice on keeping your pets safe this fall. James DeMartino is running for U.S. Senate and would like your vote. Lee Murphy is a U.S. Congress candidate and is here to tell us all about his platform. We are live from Rudy's in Harrington. Here's your host, Jim Weller.
Good morning, everybody. So we are live. We are alive. We are in Harrington, Delaware. You are listening and watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. So thank you very much for tuning in. We do this show each and every Saturday morning. This is the beginning of our 8th year. And we really appreciate your support. We have many good advertisers and sponsors and different guests and friends of the show. So thank you so much for joining us. And first thing I want to do is do a sponsor segment if I could. This is somebody that's been supporting the show for a while now, and it's my friend Dr. Jonathan Patterson, Ocean Medical Imaging. And you say, what is imaging? Well, imaging to me is x-rays, EKGs, MRIs, and so on. And Ocean Medical Imaging is a locally owned and operated business that does imaging. They accept most insurances, so if you have insurance, no problem, they've got you covered. But they are less expensive than many other facilities. And you say, well, where does that matter? Well, here's where it matters. I needed an MRI, and my insurance company wouldn't approve it till I did more physical therapy. And I was like, no, I want an MRI. So I said, well, I'm just going to pay for the thing. So I had Jackie, who works with me, shop around and tell me how much do other people charge for MRIs. And in my case, one place was like $2,400 for an MRI, and Ocean Medical Imaging was $450. And I'm like, let me think about this for a minute. $2,400, $450, bang. I've always dealt with Ocean Medical Imaging anyway, but the only reason I checked around, it was the first time I was paying out of my pocket. Then I got to thinking, some people have very high deductibles right now, and their deductible has to be met before their insurance company starts paying for anything. This is where you really do need to ask prices. So no matter where you're going to get an MRI, you have the right to say, how much do you charge me for this? So Ocean Medical Imaging is actually about 50 to 75% less expensive than hospitals and outpatient centers. So they've been sponsoring the show. I've been bragging on them. It's a great family-owned and operated business. Dr. Jonathan Patterson, his wife Kristen works there with him, and they really are a nice group of people. They're located in Milton. The facility is very accommodating. When I call on the phone and I want to get in there, they get me in, and they'll do the same for you. Because when you need imaging done, it's because you got something wrong. You're nervous. You want to get on with it. Another thing that I like very much, it's the only MRI facility in Sussex County that has a board-certified radiologist on site every day. And they look at your images before you leave the property, because there's nothing worse than getting an image done, waiting for your doctor's appointment to find out the doctor says the image isn't clear enough. So they check your images even before you leave the property. So anyway, it's a great place. They accept most insurances. If you are self-paying or if you are, have a high deductible, you need to check their prices. I found them to be the best bang for the buck, but I like dealing there. Also, I'm very happy. I've dealt there for years. So I'm going to give you the phone number. It's a really cool number. You ready? 302, of course, 684-5151. 684-5151. Ocean Medical Imaging. Check them out. Like them on Facebook. They're a good local company. And, they're individually owned by Dr. Patterson and his wife, and they will do a good job for you. So tell them I sent you. They're good friends of mine. They're good people. They're a good supporter of the show. And now we're going to move on to our first interview of the morning. Another good friend of mine, State Rep Steve Smyk. And I've known him for a long time, and he's become a representative of the state of Delaware. And I believe you're up for re-election. Is that right?
Every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Yeah,
wow, they keep you hopping.
It does. It's supposed to be in a form that allows the representatives and the House of Representatives to have a greater connection to the community by having every 2 years of an election.
Are all representatives every 2 years?
Yes, they are.
Wow, okay.
Yes, they are.
So you're a very popular guy. I had some people said, "Oh, I know him." There was just a couple here just a minute ago said, he came and spoke at our homeowners association,
right.
Out and about and involved in the community.
And those people came from my district, which is right in Harbison. If you can say where Harbison's boundaries are, you really don't. Right. It's a big intersection. However, to see people come from Harbison to be a witness of your show in person, they love your show and they watch it all the time. They just told me that.
Oh, I know. They're good.
Oh, that's great.
But, and that's what I have, Steve. I have a very nice, interesting, loyal audience.
I'm very impressed.
Very impressed. So we've been doing this now. This is actually our start of our 8th year, and we've been having fun with it. And we got some good advertisers and so on. Oh, so let's talk about Steve. Who are you? Where are you from? And if somebody doesn't know you, why should they vote for you?
It's sad that being a part of the community throughout all of Delaware. I'm a Delaware born and bred fella.
Where were you raised at? What town?
I was actually raised near. You know where the Nanticoke powwow is?
Yeah.
So I was raised a walking distance to the powwow. I used to grow up going to the powwow.
Okay.
So the Nanticoke tribe had a great influence on my life.
Okay.
Now, my parents are all from Newcastle County. They're from Wilmington area. My father went to Slasianum. My mother went to a place called Conrad. So we lived there until my father had to transfer south.
Really?
So I was 10 years old.
So you're a true blue Delawarean.
Yes, yeah. And so I've got there's a difference in Newcastle County and Sussex County completely.
Yes.
Not always do I like that.
Right.
However, I have
a
whole lot of family up there.
One does influence the other. One doesn't.
You're right, and it's
I know it's a long state, but
the one that's up north actually influences. That's where all the power for Delaware is. So if Delaware was a snake, the head would be in Newcastle County.
Yes, it would.
So that's the sad part of even being as part of the community as I have been, as being a Delaware trooper and helping so many people throughout the state, not just in where I patrolled, mostly in Sussex, but it's amazing that I have to prove myself to so many people who just don't even know who I am.
Right.
And now we have, and as you well know, on the eastern side, the coastal Sussex, we have such an influx of people that are moving here. Mm-hmm. They are buying homes sight unseen. They're just calling from New York and saying, I want a house, this is what I want, and build it. Right. They don't check it, they don't inspect it.
I know.
They come at the end of the inspection and they pay top dollar. That's something we're not used to.
Correct. I agree with that. I had a friend of mine who's an attorney. I believe he did 66 settlements in like 30 days, and they were all from New York.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes, that's newsworthy.
But I think in New York, the taxes went up 30-some%. And I think Sussex County is kind of famous for super good taxes.
Well, that's something that they need to concern themselves with. If they would like to maintain those low taxes,
don't keep asking for everything.
You know where I'm going.
Right. In other words, I enjoy people moving to Lower Delaware. It's been great. But they do move here because they like our taxes. And then once they get here, they want to change everything to be like where they just moved from.
Absolutely. Yes.
Because they moved away because they didn't like it.
Yes.
But they miss it.
They're creatures of habit. So when they want something done wherever they're from, they call the politicians to use public monies to make it happen.
Right.
We're not used to that. We're used to fixing things ourselves.
Yeah.
When you had a problem with rainwater or something like that, or too much water in your ditch, you called your friends and neighbors. If you couldn't fix it with your own shovel, you called us, and we'd all come out there and say, honey, I'm going to meet Jim Saturday morning, and we're going to fix that ditch that he's got. That's what we're used to doing.
Yes.
If we can't do it, then we may call the state. But these people call the state for anything, or whatever government it is.
Yeah, I agree. But very fortunately in Lower Delaware, you being a state representative and so on, you're out and you're about. Is it called a coffee or a meet and greet where you have it somewhere every so often and stuff like that?
I do.
A lot of these people come from states where they don't ever get the opportunity to meet a state representative.
Yes.
We're here, you'll bump into them in Lowe's or who knows where.
And you recognize them.
And you recognize them, and they recognize you.
And they show up at my coffees. I have a loyal following at my constituent coffee where, I go ahead and I try to inform them of certain things that are going on throughout the state. And I bring guest speakers as well. But the best part is after the coffee, which usually lasts about 2 hours, I'm hearing people come up to me and will wait in line to tell me what their issues are. Because
Wow.
it's somewhat personal.
Right.
They may not feel as if it's worthy of everybody else to hear. And that's where they come and talk to you. Not that they can't get me any other time. I mean, I've got
How do
5
people-
emails.
How do you got? So you're emailable.
I am emailable. Well, very
You know,
much
so-
so. I can't stay on top of it.
Right.
So it's if I don't always get back to you, it's not that I didn't read your email.
Right.
It's so I've got a plethora of emails. I have phone numbers at the Dover office, at the Georgetown office, and of course you can get my cell phone. I had no idea how much or how well it's distributed. The
Really?
oh my God, yes, my phone stopped. You know, it's nonstop. The so there's also a Facebook page. I think there's actually 3 Facebook pages.
Really?
I think somebody just created another one.
Okay.
And
Are they
featuring
all
me.
yours?
Well, 2 of them are mine. So
Okay.
I've got a Facebook page and then a representative page.
Okay.
And then there's another one now. So we just started with the 20th District. So the
Okay.
20th District Republicans have started their page, and it's not just me. It's not, even though it's my district.
Right, it's a group of
They
people.
do a lot of
Things.
things on their own.
Do you have an opponent? Are you running against somebody?
Actually, someone did file, but they filed late.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're going to be a write-in candidate.
Okay.
They are a Democrat.
Okay.
However, they did file as a iPod
Okay.
party, you know, the
Okay.
Independent Party of Delaware.
Right.
A lot of people don't know what that is.
Right.
So do I expect a whole lot from that person? No, I don't.
But either way, you need to just run like you got a heavy opponent.
Absolutely. And it's, for one thing, to teach the new people that have moved here who I am.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, so they can get me.
So I'm going to assess you as a go-getter, a public servant all your life.
Yes.
Delawarean all your life.
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to continue to make a difference. You want people to keep you in this office and let you keep working for them.
Exactly. I've taken politics and I've twisted it. I'm not a politician to the extent that I'm going to follow a party line, or I'm going to
Correct.
follow and do what I'm told. I do what the 20th District voted me in to do, which, you know, with all of your support that you have given police officers throughout the state.
Right.
And we all really appreciate that. We know who you are. The law enforcement knows that they have support from Jim Weller. So you
You're
know
welcome.
that the level of dedication from those people in uniform and behind that badge, I'm taking that type of service to a legislative body,
Right.
taking that to a political realm. They're not used to that.
Right.
They're not. A lot of people think that they're going to cast you into a definition based on your party affiliation,
Right.
or where you're from,
Right.
whatever they do. And there's always somebody that doesn't like you for whatever party affiliation, and they write bad things. And that's the negative information that's out there. So don't trust what people are writing, because they're trying to influence a negative.
Right. They have an agenda.
Yes. So if
have an
you don't
agenda.
have a knowledge from me, there's no greater way to judge a person than to spend
meet
some
them.
time with them.
Right.
Right.
Walk a mile in their shoes.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate all you've done. I've known you for quite a while,
You
in
have,
other
yeah.
words, and you're a hard worker and you care about your community. You're a family man, in other words, and that's what we need, you know. And you're not a transplant or anything like that.
Right.
You are here.
Yes.
And I like that. You're responsive. I know people that know you, and when they speak of you, they kind of they're like, oh yeah, Steve's my guy. You know, I had a question, I had a problem. He either got involved, steered me in the right direction. And I think that's what is important today, is to be responsive.
Absolutely.
To be
Yes.
responsive,
It's,
you know.
even though people have problems,
Right.
and to their extent, to their world, that's the most important problem.
Absolutely.
And
Yep.
that's how it has to be treated.
Yep.
You know,
I agree.
so there's a whole lot that goes on. And when you share with them, when they say, what's your life like? What do you do? And I show them what I'm up against. There's like a lot of respect comes from that.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll say, well, you know, I didn't know that you
Right.
had to do all this. And I apologize for burdening you with
But
my
now they
issue.
understand.
But it's not a burden either.
Right.
You know, it's important to them. It's part of their life. And that's what we do. We service.
And educate.
Yes,
you know.
absolutely. That's
Yep.
great.
What's that saying? People don't really care how much you know. until they know how much you care.
Oh,
You know?
that's wonderful.
You know, so
Is that a T-shirt somewhere?
I don't know.
That-
I don't know
you
where
gotta-
I got it, but I got it somewhere.
You're
but anyway.
full of those things. That's
I
really
agree.
good. Yes,
I'm
you
full
are.
of many things. But anyway, well, Steve, I'm going to let you go. But do you want to give out any phone numbers? You want to steer them to a Facebook, or what? What is your best way of people communicating? Your favorite? What's your favorite?
Well, I do have a whole bunch of emails for steve.smyk@delaware.gov. And
Okay.
that why I like that one, when I choose that one, that's the state email where I can't catch everything, but I do have staffers that look over it as well.
point. Right.
And they'll be able to catch some things to say, don't forget, Jim Weller's called
Right.
and he's on the email and you got to get back to him. I do have a phone number, 744-4321. My office up at Legislative Hall, where they're not taking anybody. You have to get there by appointment now.
4321.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4 backwards.
Yes.
4321. That's pretty good.
It is.
744
744.
4321.
And my office is H20.
Really? H2O.
Yes, it is.
Wow, where are you getting all these things? H20. Holy mackerel. All right. Well, I'm going to thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
And
You're doing a great job.
I'm
And
trying.
When you
I'm
got
trying.
John Patterson supporting you, you're good.
You know him?
Very well.
Oh, you
Very
stop
well.
by and look at his new trailer.
He's got a new trailer.
Oh, he traded in a trailer. He had a little enclosed trailer. He traded that one in, got a new one, and his wife sent me pictures of what they've done to the inside of it.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it's got
gotta
a
see
nice
that.
black and white checker floor, and the walls are all blue.
Oh.
And I'm like, what are you guys going to do with this thing? But
Well,
anyway,
I don't know where else to buy a trailer other than Weller's. That's
there's only
where
one place.
you went.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, throughout growing up around here, if you had a trailer, you went to Weller's. So thank
I
you for your
appreciate it.
service.
But Dr. Patterson does a good job for me.
Yes,
you
he
know.
does.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate you. I really do. And thanks for being on. We'll get you on again sometime, and we'll go
Thank
from
you.
there.
See you,
All right,
brother.
take care, my
Bye.
friend. I'll see you. All right, there he goes, Steve Smyk, representative. Keep him in office and keep him in mind, okay? Oh, yes, 9/11 yesterday. Oh, my goodness. And a lot of people, you know, does everybody remember? I actually remember the exact spot I was, the exact spot where I was when somebody came in and told me about it. I remember it was an odd day. The rest of the day, I was like, gosh, we're next to Dover Air Force Base. You know, is anything going to happen? You know, and it was really an eerie day. But boy, to see those people, and that was a horrible thing. Thousands of people lost their lives just in a blink of an eye. But anyway, we're here. Don't forget my copy. You got it somewhere? More, she's on it. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're buying everybody's breakfast today. No, we're not. We're not. We bought somebody's breakfast today. How's that? All right, what is going on? We're here. Where in the world is here? Everybody says, Jim, you're here. You're not there, but you're here. I'm inside Rudy's Family Restaurant in Harrington, Delaware. How you guys doing? Good. There we go. They're happy. They looked happy. Anyway, that's where we're at. So you can get up and you can come on down to Rudy's right now this morning, or you can come anytime you want. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and everybody is welcome. You're listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. It's live. We've got different guests going to be on. I see Cindy Green is here. She's running for Sussex County Council. We're going to be chatting with her in just a little bit. And I've got other guests going to be on. So we're with you till 9 o'clock this morning. It's a live show. You can literally come here and watch it. You can tune it in. We're on TV. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on the radio. We're everywhere. Okay? Now, let's talk about a sponsor of the show. So this is Josh McNeil, McNeil's Paving. People say, and you know, this is no lie, I talk to people on a regular basis that deal with my advertisers, and Josh McNeil is no exception. I've talked to some people that just either had their driveway seal coated, or maybe they had just a dirt lane, or, you know, a stone driveway, and they said enough is enough. I want a blacktop driveway. That's what he does. He does blacktop work. He does do tar and chip, but he can help you out. I remember when we finally got a blacktop driveway at our home. Oh my goodness, it was so nice. There was less mud in the kitchen and everything. So if you want a new blacktop driveway, or you don't even know how much one is and you want an estimate, give him a call. It's McNeil's Paving, third generation company, been in business now over 60 years. Just a great local company. They serve all of Kent and Sussex County, Maryland, and Virginia. They do residential and commercial. They do paving, brand new projects, or maybe you got a blacktop driveway and roots have grown up through it and you want to get that dealt with. Maybe you've got some big cracks and you want to get them filled and you want to get it like a new seal coat type, coating on top of it. He does that. He also does do tar and chip. And he's very clean, very neat, very precise in what he does. Satisfaction guaranteed. Estimates are free. He's licensed. He's insured. He's a good guy. It's called McNeil's Paving. Going to give you the phone number. Everybody ready? 302-945-7131. 945-7131. Just give them a call, say good morning, and tell them you appreciate them supporting Weller Does Delmarva, and then tell them what you'd like to get a price on. So I got a project coming up, and I have a new house being built for one of my daughters, and we want to blacktop the driveway for that. So I'm going to give him a call, and we're going to talk about that project. But anyway, McNeil's Paving, give him a call, 945-7131. Dial it in that order, okay? Now, where are we? We're at Rudy's Family Restaurant. Who are we? I'm Jim Weller. This is a show called Weller Does Delmarva, and I'd like to invite you to also check out a good local business called Weller's Utility Trailers on Route 13 in Bridgeville. We are closed on Sundays and Mondays, but we're open Tuesday through Saturday, so we will be open today at 8 o'clock, and we'd like the opportunity to earn your business. Now, my guys tell me today is going to be a busy, busy, busy day. You say, well, what's a busy day at Weller's? A 10-trailer day. That's a busy day. We normally sell 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 trailers a day, all right? But a 10-trailer day is a busy day, and today is probably going to be a 10-trailer day. Why, you ask? Because it's been raining all week, and there's a lot of people that didn't come out that are going to come out today. We have got more trailers in stock. We have gotten 4 truckloads of trailers delivered this week alone, okay? So anyway, we got more trailers today than we had a week ago. And a week from now, we're going to have even more because we literally have ran down on inventory. We had less than 150 trailers at the start of this week, and we normally stock about 700 to 800 of them. So business has been good, everybody. So it's Wellers.com. Like us on Facebook if you would. And I also want to mention something else. We do buy used trailers. So if you got a used trailer and you want to sell it, I'd like to just literally buy it off of you. Okay? Write you a check and you be on your way. It has to be yours. The title has to be in your name, but we will literally buy your trailer off of you. So anyway, we're right on Route 13 in Bridgeville. If you've never been there, stop by and say hello. Just check us out. I did see on the Facebook, okay, that's where I get all my news. Today is Norman Jones's birthday. I don't know if Norman's turning 40, 50, or 37. I'm not positive. But anyway, happy birthday to Norman Jones. And I see I've got a lot of people on Facebook having a birthday. So to each and every one of you, happy birthday. Enjoy the day. And if you know Norman Jones, give him the opportunity to buy your lunch, breakfast, or dinner today since it's his birthday. Say, Norman, I got a great gift for you. I'm going to give you the opportunity to buy me lunch, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Okay? Or you can buy me all 3 if you want. Norman, get up with me. All right, everybody, we're taking a break from the radio. I hear the music. So stay tuned. I don't stop talking, but just for 2 seconds, and we're going to continue on TV Delmarva. All right, everybody, we're still with you. We're right here on TV Delmarva. You're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, or you're watching in person. We don't stop. So anyway, what is going on? Is Colin going to join me, or am I doing it? All right, I'm just going to do his commercial. So we're going to talk about TV Delmarva. And people say, TV Delmarva, brand new local TV station, okay? So it's got a great big tower in Seaford. I believe it's like 500 and some feet tall, and the antenna is right up there. And the studio is in Lincoln, and the license, I forgot exactly where it is, but it's somewhere else. Where? Dagsboro. So the license is in Dagsboro, the tower's in Seaford, and the studio's in Lincoln, and it gets a lot of coverage. It goes into Maryland and a lot of Sussex County, up into Kent County a little bit. It's channel 14 on your TV. So what you do is, if you can't get 14 right now, turn your antenna towards Seaford and rescan your TV, and it should come up there. So anyway, it's channel 14, TV Delmarva. Okay, it's Delmarva's newest local TV station, okay? So Colin Walls and his sons own it and operate it, and it's just getting going. And every week there's more and more people on there and more programming. Like, for example, today you got me till 9 o'clock every Saturday, 7 to 9. Then at 9 o'clock, you've got another show called The Anthony Joseph Show. And if you don't know Anthony Joseph, you need to check this out. It is an amazing show. He's a wealth of information, and he has a really good head of hair, okay? So that's how I would describe Anthony Joseph. Then we've got Studio J with Jessica Martinez, who also has a beautiful head of hair, and she's very knowledgeable and informative, and that's at 10 o'clock this morning. Then we've got Coastal A&E with Michael Sprouse. Lots of information there. And then 24/7, TV Delmarva is there for you. There's no charge to watch it. If you want to binge watch and just like watch it all weekend, you can do that. There's no charge for that either. Lots of advertising opportunities. So if you own a business and you are looking for some very affordable, good advertising, I would highly recommend you have a conversation with Colin and let him tell you all about TV Delmarva and what it can do for you. How do you reach Colin? It's real easy. I'm going to give you a phone number. Dial it in this order. It's 302, of course, 242-8015, 242-8015, 242-8015. You can call him or you can text him. In fact, he really likes to be texted. If you would do that, you can just send him a text and say, hey, Colin, I'm going to mail you a blank check, and you take it from there. All right, what else is going on in the world? In the world, there's a lot of things going on. Speed enforcement in Harrington is going on, okay? So watch your speed. Don't drink and drive. You might spill your beer. So, you want to be respectful when you're out there on the roads. But anyway, listen to me. We're going to be with you till 9 o'clock. And we have a lot going on. We may give away some stuff today. I brought these mints, okay? I've got these mints, and I've been wanting to get rid of them. And I thought I was going to eat them at some point, and I may just give away some free mints. So we'll see how it goes. We might give away some gift cards to the Clayton Theater. We might give away some gift cards to Vanderwin's. We may even give away some gift cards to Rudy's Family Restaurant. We're just going to see how the morning goes and how everything works out. In a few minutes, we're going to be chatting with Cindy Green. She is all amped up. She's ready to go. She's going to tell us why she is the one to get your vote for county council. We'll talk to her in a second. But we're waiting to come back on the radio is what we're actually doing. So this show, you're watching on Facebook, I need you to do me a favor. Do me a favor. If you're watching on Facebook, either hit the share button, pick up your phone and call somebody and tell them you're watching it on Facebook, or start a watch party, okay? And a lot of people thought that you had to wear a watch to start a watch party, and it's not like that at all. You just figure it out. I think you go down to the bottom if you're watching on Facebook and you hit where it says share. And then I think you can either just share it or you can start a watch party. I think it's something like that, okay? And so we would appreciate it. We're trying to get 1 million viewers before the end of the show, whenever the show ends. But what I'm saying is we need your help doing that. So we want you, if you would please, start a watch party on the Facebook. So this is a live show. I know you're looking at it thinking that it's very rehearsed and that it's very polished. This show is made from scratch. There's no script here. Here's my script. It's a blank piece of paper, exactly like my mind. Okay? In other words, and I just kind of make it up as I go, and we try to be entertaining and have a lot of fun. I keep working on these little screws here. Sooner or later, I'm going to get them tight enough or snap them off. So we're here. We're live. We're at Rudy's Family Restaurant, and I see Cindy Green is all ready. Tracy's already taken our picture. So the only thing left to do is interview her, but I'm going to wait till we go back on the radio. So with that said, there's a big election on Tuesday. We're going to tell you a little bit about it. It's a primary, okay? So it's a one-day only offer. You can only do this on Tuesday the 15th. So you want to exercise your right to vote in this primary. There's a lot of good candidates running for your vote, and Cindy's one of them. We're going to be talking with her in a minute. I think before that, we're going to get a phone call if the phones are ready. I think our friend Justin Ward. No. Justin is joining us in person today. Did you hear Tracy get all uptight over there? No, I'm just messing with her. She's like, no. You don't even know what's going on. Just read the script, Jim. Okay? There really is a list of what's going on today. There it is right there. This show, believe it or not, is broke down by the minute. Okay? By the minute. In other words, it tells me exactly how long I should spend on each conversation and so on and so forth. So anyway, You're watching the show, Weller Does Delmarva. I did mention Weller's is getting trailers in. We're very excited about that. We literally sold out of trailers. We sold out of sheds, gazebos, dog kennels. We are really low on inventory. I hear the music. I'm going to take a break. We're going back on the radio. Everybody ready? We're back on the radio now. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Jim Weller here. You're watching a show. You're listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. If you're a first-time listener, buckle your seatbelt, relax. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to tell you about a lot of different things. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a sponsor segment. This is my, oh, you think Justin's on the phone? Justin, are you on the phone?
Hey, Jim. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you doing this morning?
Great.
All right. Where are you?
I am in Carroll County, Maryland.
All right. And, well, good morning. And this is a sponsor segment, and it's Justin Ward, Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva. And how has your week been, young man?
It's been pretty busy, and if anybody kind of closely knows me, I stay pretty busy from sun up to sundown. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it this week. I wanted to see you on live with you, but we're going to have to shoot for next month. But
okay.
Got a lot of good things going on, and we're growing. We're seeing dogs getting adopted. We're seeing dogs that are finding new homes, and especially for the Delmarva territory, they're definitely trying to get in their last summer, end of the summer vacation, going to the beach and stuff like that. So we stay pretty busy with people with their second homes or vacation homes and stuff like that. Either our indoor product, keeping dogs away from the countertops, stuff like that. We got a lot of people interested in our new Boundary Plus technology that works with their phone. It's pretty new, so I'm not really allowing people to get too excited about it, just working out some of the new kinks and stuff like that. But we do have that come out. If anybody likes new technology or new stuff to try, it's definitely worth asking. We also got an end of the summer fall deal going on for servicing. If you want us to come out and check your system, tune it up, see how the dog's doing, we can always check the history of the collars and stuff like that. So we're pretty busy doing that right now. A lot of people are taking advantage of that. You can call our office to get the discount and stuff like that. And it comes with a new collar. A lot of people like the new straps for second or the end of the quarter, end of the year quarter, that they can have their dog looking great for the holidays, stuff like that. So we're staying pretty busy, Jim.
Well, that sounds like you're pretty busy now. Are you still doing free estimates, or have you started charging for them?
Nope, still free estimates. We're able to come out, and we like to see how the dog's interacting with the family, see what's going on. Maybe we pick up on different behaviors and stuff like that, but we can come out and give you a free estimate. It takes about 45 minutes of your time. We just got to go over everything, all the technology. And the biggest thing I tell people, it's worthwhile just coming out and listening to what we have to say. It's all about education. That's always been my main point, is going out and just interacting with people, learning from what they know, and then obviously sharing what we know and what we train to do. So they can call or text at 410-546-2436. Definitely check us out on YouTube and Facebook.
YouTube and Facebook. Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva, or Invisible Fence brand Delmarva, right?
Yep, correct.
All right. And other than that, I'm going to say thank you for supporting the show. I don't know if you know it, we've started our 8th year of doing this show now, and you've been a big part of that, and I just want to say thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having us. It's nice to be able to be persistent and keep up the good work.
All right. So take care and have a good day, all right?
Yep, everybody do the same. Thanks.
See ya. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, and that was Justin Ward, Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva. So anyway, good morning. This morning is Unraveling by the Minute. This show is made from scratch, and we actually do know what we're doing. If you're sitting here watching the show saying, do you guys know what you're doing? We're experts at this. Actually, I was the lowest bidder to get this job. So in other words, this is an example of what happens when you hire the lowest bidder. All right, let's go ahead and do our interview with Cindy Green. She seems very nervous this morning. I have a lot of questions, okay, for her. So things like grade point average and Have you ever played scholastics? No. Cindy, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Jim.
How's everything?
Everything is great, and thank you for having me.
No.
This is our final weekend for campaigning
It is.
and my final radio spot. So
It is. Well, I'm going to thank you for joining us.
Yes,
In
thank
other
you for
words,
having me.
And how's these interviews been? Have I been fair with you?
Yes, you have. My first interview was with you when I started the campaigning, and I'm ending it with you. So you
Well,
are
good.
this is great.
Well,
It's
good.
great.
So can I have your permission to ask you anything I want?
I guess you can.
No.
Yes.
Last person that said that ended up wanting to sue me.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I won't do that. But anyway, I know you as a family lady, a mother, a grandmother,
Yes.
a community person. You're part of our community, very involved in many things. And now you are wanting to, and you've been a public servant.
Yes,
And
we have 10 years. We're 10 years in. Yeah.
Wow. And so now you want to be on the county council. So why? What's the attraction?
So I've already been part of county government, and
Okay.
the idea was that when I went there to make improvements, to make the lives of the people I represent better, and we've done that. So we had the retirement of Sam Wilson, and this is an opportunity to move up into a bigger, larger servant. It's a bigger responsibility.
Okay, you just
And
want to
I
do
felt-
more.
And I can do more, and
Right.
I want to go there to make improvements
Okay.
and to make the people confident in county government. And I think that's what we've been able to accomplish.
So if somebody said, well, I'm going to just say it in like plain Sussex County English, what's so special about Cindy Green compared to other candidates?
So I am in this race, I am the candidate with experience. I have a record that I'm running on.
Okay.
And you can trust that what I've done in the past, that I will do that when I get there.
Wow.
And I will do the same to keep our money in our pockets. I'm not going to be voting on projects that are going to cost taxpayers money. I'm
Right.
going to be very conservative when it comes to spending money and
Right.
investing in special things.
Right. Well, I would feel that you're that way anyway. Just
I am
as
that
as
way
a human
anyway.
being, in other words.
I try to be,
you know,
yes.
In other words. So you live in the Greenwood area?
I live in Greenwood. I was born and raised in Greenwood. My mother was born and raised in Greenwood.
Was she really?
So yes, she was.
Wow. Did they name Greenwood after the Green family?
No, the Green family came along a little later, but it has
Afterwards,
been
okay.
convenient to
It has.
be the green girl from Greenwood. And
Right. In a
people-
green world.
Yes,
You know, where everybody
yes.
wants to go green.
And we wear green, so
we wear green,
that way you
okay.
remember.
All right. And if somebody wanted to ask you some last minute questions or just get to know you or never has interfaced with you, how are you saying in the next day or two to communicate with Cindy?
So we're on Facebook, Cindy Green for County Council.
Okay.
Here is my phone number.
Okay.
You can
You're
reach.
going to give that out or
Yes,
no?
and it's on my handout. We're
Is it
door
really?
knocking,
Wow,
and my
okay.
number is on my handout. So that's how we're trying to meet people. I knock on their door, I ask for their vote, and then I leave my phone number.
So we're going to give it out here. 302-245-3215. 245-3215. If they just want to chit chat with
Yes,
you.
if you want to call and ask me anything before you vote on Tuesday, I suggest you do that.
Yeah, because now the primary is this Tuesday coming up.
Yes. Yep.
All right, and a lot of people are excited. Your race has been a very. You've done a good job. I believe
Thank you.
there's three of you running.
Yes.
I think all three of you have done a good job.
I agree.
It's
I agree.
not an easy decision, to be very honest with you. I
No,
mean, in
it's
other
not.
words. So, but I think you've done a good job. I've enjoyed chatting with you, and I've known you and your family, and I've seen you throughout the community. So I do know you're part of our community. Is your husband a mailman?
He is a mail carrier in Dover.
We use the word mail carrier.
He's a mail carrier in Dover, and he's coming up on retirement in another year and a half, hopefully.
Really?
Yes, he's been there
Oh,
25
wow.
years.
What's he going to
And-
do when he retires?
Well, we do some farming.
You got this big list?
We had a little, repairs
Okay.
and maintenance, but we do a little bit of farming.
Okay,
So
what do you
he'll
grow?
go back to hay.
Hay.
They do hay.
Okay, all
Yes.
right, wow,
It gives him
okay.
good exercise.
No doubt.
And he keeps his equipment going. And then in the wintertime, we do our own snow plowing. And,
Okay.
And we, in our yards and stuff, we maintain them ourselves.
So how many kids you got?
So we have 3 adult daughters.
Are they still around here?
They all live in Sussex County.
Aren't you lucky?
I am. I am. Absolutely. We get to see our grandchildren all the time.
And how many grandchildren?
And so we have 4 grandchildren.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
That's who we should be interviewing.
Yes.
Is your grandchildren.
Yes.
So anyway, they tell me my grandchildren is who is going to pick my nursing home.
They are. Yeah.
So I really try to take care of my grandkids. All right.
Yes. Well,
so,
and I take care of my mother. She lives with us.
Really?
Yes, she does. So
you mind if we ask her age, or we shouldn't
she
ask
will
her
be
age?
90 this year. She can't ever
Really?
remember it's going to be 90, but we remind her she will be 90 this year.
Wow.
Yeah, she still can walk and make her own coffee and
Isn't that
all, but
nice?
we didn't want her living alone and
Right.
or whatever. So she lives with me.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
We
Like in
are
our-
a tight family.
Yeah.
We are a family.
I can see
yes.
that. Or in your early stages in life, your parents take care of us, and in the
Yes.
later stages, we get the
Yes.
opportunity to take care of them.
And-
All right. Cindy, I gave your phone number.
Yes,
We've got
sir.
the Facebook page. Just in your final vote for me, Cindy Green, what else would you like to say?
So we do want to encourage people to get out and vote on Tuesday. It is important election. County council does involve you.
Yeah.
These are decisions that are made on your behalf. The things that we knew going in that we're facing, which are very dynamic, it's traffic, it's development, it's
Expansions
chaos. Yes, and keeping the economy strong, jobs strong.
and maybe internet.
And we need internet.
Right,
It's
I'm
got
hoping.
We've got to
Right.
improve our internet. Absolutely, we do. These are all things that are important. I'm a hard worker, and I am a leader, and I want to get these things done. We've had these things being talked about for years on the county council, and for some reason, it's not getting completed. And
So,
I would like to go there and
part of
take
the
some
process.
leaders and get it completed. Yes.
Okay. Well, anything else?
Thank you, Jim Weller. I
Thank you.
appreciate the time here this morning.
Okay. Well, good luck on Tuesday, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
and
you.
I appreciate
Appreciate it.
all you do in general. So thank you very much.
And you too,
okay?
Jim. You're
All
a good
right.
community man as well.
I'm trying. All right. Anyway, there she goes, Cindy Green. So remember, Green on Tuesday. All right. This Tuesday. That's a one-day only offer, the 15th. All right. Charlie and Betty, everything okay? Wonderful. Do you want to have a word with me before you leave? Was that a yes or a no? Okay. Charlie coming? Here he comes. You're going to see something here. There's a resemblance. There's a resemblance. As soon as he sits down, you're going to say, wow, those two guys went to separate schools together. Right. So, and that's, we're going to take our picture. There we go. That'll be for the post office in the future. All right. So anyway, I just want to say, Charlie, I need you to pick that phone up. And just how was breakfast?
Great, really good. Thank you.
Really
Jim.
good. Well, thank you for coming. And you come all the way over just to see the show?
Just to see you.
Well, thank you. Just to see me. Oh, my goodness. Not even the show.
We can see
So-
the show on TV. so-
That's true. That's true. You can see the show on TV. So, other than that, how you been?
Been good. Been good. Getting a little weary with this the
Corona,
virus. Yeah,
the virus.
coronavirus.
Yep, no doubt.
But
That-
we're doing good.
Well, good. And you taking good care of Betty?
Absolutely.
She acting okay?
Oh, all the time.
I'm just messing. So, all right. Well, then I'm going to say thank you for coming. Is that okay? And
Sounds great.
I'll see you whenever I see you.
I hope so.
All
Oh,
right.
One more question.
Yes, go ahead.
Will you have studio audience? Where are you going next?
We might, or we might make an exception for you guys.
Oh, okay.
How's that?
Sounds great.
Might not have no food's the only thing.
That's okay.
All right. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, Jim.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
And I see Wade and Amy have arrived. Good morning. You guys want to have a word with me, either one of you? Was that a firm no? Final offer. All right, we'll let them go. Quit heckling the people that want to come here and eat. All right, there is a couple here I'd like to have a word with. One of the two of them. One of the two of you up for talking with me? All right, well then I'll take whichever one wants to talk. How's that? All right, we're going to talk to them real quick here for just a moment. Oh, okay, it's going to be Linda. All right, well come on down, Lisa. Come on down, Lisa. I meant Linda. I'm starting to mix people's names up now. Robert and Richard. That was a bad one. That was a bad one. All right, let's take our picture first. Just in case we're ever wanted, the pictures will already be taken. All right, well, you need the microphone. And so this is Linda Bosco, correct?
It is.
And your family has a big day coming up Tuesday.
We do. Our
All
son
right.
David's running for governor.
Is that mic on? We think it is. Oh, let me see it for just a second. Just in case. You have to shake it up. You're like an Etch-a-Sketch. Is it working now?
Is it working now?
No, it's not. We need that other one. I guess throw it to me or whatever. This is the yellow mic now. Shake it. Just make sure. There we go. Is that one
Hello?
working?
Is it working?
There we go. All right. That was what's called a technical difficulty, everybody. The struggle is real here. All right. Your family has a big event coming up on Tuesday.
We do.
An event that has never happened in the Bosco family before.
Never.
All right.
I think he's the first one to jump into politics.
This is your son.
Yes, our son David is running for governor, and he shocked us back in May, I guess it was May or June, and he said, "I just wanted you to know I'm going to run for governor." I said, "Governor of what?" And he went,
Greenwood.
"Of the state." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're not
Wow.
a politician." And he
Right.
said, "Well, he didn't like what he saw going on because he has a small business,
Mm-hmm.
and he just wanted to make some changes." And
Yeah.
he was talking to his wife Amy one night and complaining like everybody
Yeah.
else was doing. And she said, "Why don't you stop complaining and do something about it?"
I
And he
admire him. I mean, it cost a few bucks to sign up
said,
to
It cost
run.
a lot of bucks
You
to,
know,
to
and
fill out the
he has
application.
gotten involved, and he's out and about, and you know, and I would consider him like a regular Joe. You know, just a regular, hard-working person. In
He
other
is,
words,
he is,
You
and I
know,
mean,
family man, just a good
He's
guy.
a family man. He has his own business. He works for somebody daily. I mean, he has a regular job, and he's doing the campaign, and he's doing it all on his own.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bosco for Delaware, and that's who it's paid by. He's getting no money from anybody.
Wow.
He's doing this all on his own because that's how important it is to him, and it means a lot to him.
Wow. So I would say he's putting his money where his mouth is.
He's putting both in there.
Right, everything,
Yeah, big
yep.
time.
All
Big
right.
time. So
Well-
and my husband and we've been around a few years, and
Okay.
we know how politics can be.
Right.
But being on the inside with David, I'm just shocked at and how some people act. And I mean, I'm not just saying in the governor race. I mean, in all of them, how nasty they can get.
Wow.
Sometimes. And so we just tell David, stay true and honest to what you believe in, and just run a clean campaign. And the voters will be able to see that.
Right.
So we just hope that everybody understands that he's running an honest campaign, and he needs your vote on Tuesday. And no matter who you vote for, you need to get out and
Vote.
and use that right to vote.
Wow. Well, I'm going to thank you for having a good son.
Well, thank you. Yes, we
doing
do.
a good job of raising him.
Yeah,
and,
we have two good sons.
Two good
but
sons. Okay,
the
I've
other
only
one's-
met the
other
one.
The
So
other one's not in politics. So.
okay, yet.
Yeah, so he
Just kidding.
he's a teacher up
Okay.
in Newcastle
Well, that's
County.
good. That's quite a commitment.
It is.
Another
it is.
form of public service.
Well, that's true. Yeah, and
You know,
he's
well,
also
good.
an actor.
Oh, really? Okay.
Anthony. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
All right.
All right, anything else?
Am I done?
You're done unless you got something else.
I do. I want
Oh,
my
okay.
Vanderwins.
Oh my gosh. This lady has become addicted to Vanderwins. You need to make sure they know that I turned you on to them. Is that okay?
I do. I tell them they've got the sweetest girls working there
They
too.
do.
By the way.
They do.
Yeah. So
All right.
Anybody?
Is two enough?
Go.
This is all I have left.
Okay. This is.
No, I'm going to give you two more.
Oh, all
This is
right.
your Christmas
Oh, I
present
got-
in advance.
Oh, thank you.
How's that?
All right. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you letting me say
All right,
something about
no
David.
problem.
So thank
All
you.
right. Well, I'm going to let you go. Is that okay?
Okay. If you
All right.
got to, you got to.
All right, there she goes. All right, David Bosco, that is her son, and she's a proud mama. And this is an exciting time for our state and our community. There's a lot of good people running, people that have never, ever gave any thought to being in the political arena. And it's just interesting to see this because in Delaware, in America, anything is possible, okay? It is possible for me to grow hair. It's not probable, but it's possible, okay? So, anyway, what is the next thing I'm going to talk about? I got a lot of more guests coming up. It's going to be an action-packed show. Anyway, you're watching and listening a show called Weller Does Delmarva. We do it every Saturday morning, believe it or not. We actually do this show on purpose. We get up early and we get our thoughts together and then we just go with it. But one of my advertisers, so we'll call this a sponsor segment, is Bay to the Beach Builders. And people that have been listening to me talk about Bay to the Beach Builders say, boy, you're pretty happy. I am. I'm building a new house for one of my daughters, and I cross paths with Bay to the Beach Builders. Now, I've known Derek and Carla Parker for a long time. They're the owners of Bay to the Beach Builders, a good local family. You know, in other words, they grew up here in Greenwood and got married and had kids and started a business, and here they are, owners, operators of Bay to the Beach. And they've done a fantastic job. And how have they done it? They've done it by doing the right thing, the right time, consistently. So if you're thinking about buying a house now or in the near future, I highly recommend Bay to the Beach Builders. But what I really want to encourage you to do is, if you have no interest in a new house, Charlie, Betty, if you want something to do one day, go down to Ocean View and tour their new Idea home. You don't even have to be in the market for a home to do this. And there's all kinds of gadgets and gizmos, and you're like, holy mackerel, I never knew all these different things existed. So anyway, I'm inviting people to go down to Ocean View and check out their brand new state-of-the-art 10,000 square foot Idea Home and Design Studio. Tell them Jim Weller sent you. You don't even need to be in the market. If you're going to do some remodeling and you just want some ideas of different products, it is really cool. Now, let's say you really are in the market for a house. They have a room you could sit down, and they have like 20 plus designs of homes that are already like their stock models. And then if you have any thoughts, they have 4 designers on their payroll. So you don't even have to get your own home designed. They'll help you design your dream home. So it is Bay to the Beach Builders. A lot of Amish people are involved in what they build. In other words, the Amish people do the framing. They do the masonry work. They do the concrete foundation, the siding, the trim, the cabinets, and even when it's done, the final cleaning. They don't do the electrical, and they don't do the, plumbing and heating the air. But I'm very happy, very excited. One thing I like is they keep me very informed on the house. Every Friday, the person who's in charge of that project gives me a call and gives me a rundown. I can go look at it anytime I want. I'm a happy Bay to the Beach Builder customer, okay? So I'm letting you know, if you're listening, if you're thinking about it, if you just want to go check out that Idea Home and Design Studio. There's one in Greenwood too, but the one down in Ocean View is the one to check out. Phone number, you got any questions whatsoever, it's 302-349-5099, 349-5099. It's baytothebeachbuilders.com on the web. Like them on Facebook, tell them I sent you. They're really, really, really good people. All right, what is the next thing we want to talk about? Who's going to be on the show next? It's going to really get fast here in the next few minutes, all right? You think I'm talking fast now, it's getting ready to change. I'm going to go from like 33 speed to, I forgot the next number, 45 or something like that. But anyway, what is next? We have talked to Cindy Green. Next, we're going to talk to James DeMartino, candidate for Senate. We're going to chit-chat with him a little bit. We're going to be talking with Lee Murphy, and then I see I.G. Burton is also here, and I don't know what else is going to happen. So there's a lot of things going on, a lot of people here. The restaurant's filling up. Plenty of food. This place is open 24/7. Rudy's Family Restaurant on Route 13 in Harrington is where we're at. They're open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Good food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want. Check it out. There's a room right behind me. You may not be able to see it, but there's like probably 40 or 50 seats back there. If your family wants to get together somewhere, but you want your own little room, there's one behind me. There's one in front of me. There's one everywhere. So I'm just letting you know that Rudy's Family Restaurant can accommodate small crowds or big crowds, and it's a big building. So 24 hours a day, good family-friendly environment, good home-style cooked meals, large menu, and lots of things. So we're going to take a break at 8 o'clock from the radio. So at 8 o'clock, we take a break from the radio, okay? But we don't take a break from TV Delmarva, which is Channel 14 or tvdelmarva.com, okay? You also can watch it at Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook. So we're not going to take a break. We keep right on going. We're with you till 9 o'clock. I need a favor. If you're watching on Facebook, I need you to start a watch party. I've asked that before. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm only going to ask you so many times. But I need you to start a watch party for me, if you would. I'm trying to get my viewership up to 1 million views. Okay? I'd be happy with a few thousand. I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio, and we're going to continue on. So don't give up on us. We will be right back on the radio. All right. We didn't go anywhere. I will see you two later. Okay? If you see anybody I know, please tell them hello from me, okay? All right, y'all take care. All right, bye-bye. All right, my next guest is in person now. All right? So he's just a figment of my imagination, but he's really here. Colin Walls. Colin, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. And
Busy here this morning, isn't it?
It's an action-packed show. In other words, we're bringing plenty of people into the restaurant, and I'm excited to see them come. So
yeah, it's good.
It is. Everything's happening. Lots of public servants here, and there's a couple out there, too. So anyway, everybody's working.
Everybody's
working. He's
good.
working hard.
That's good, generating some income, some
no
revenue.
doubt. And it's not even the end of the month. So,
He's just getting warmed up.
He's just getting warmed up. Right,
well, that's
practicing.
Good. Hey.
All right. We're going to take a picture real quick. I know
take a
you're real
picture.
fond of
All right.
these pictures, but we might use them someday for something, okay? All right. So what's
All right.
up with you?
Well, I don't know. So TV Delmarva, we do have lots of stuff going on with that. I heard you mention earlier that Delmarva Newsnet channel 14.2. That will
forgot
be
the name.
on the Delmarva
Newsnet.
Newsnet. Yes.
Okay, Delmarva Newsnet.
Yes.
Delmarva. You keep talking because I'll be all morning writing this down.
Rob Petrie is supposed to be reporting for work Monday morning.
Okay, Rob Petrie.
Yes.
All right. That's one of Mrs. Petrie's favorite sons.
It is. And so the
Is it
channel
14.1 or 2?
14.2. 14.1 is TV Delmarva.
Okay.
That's what you're
Okay.
on right now.
All right.
14.2 will be Delmarva Newsnet.
Okay.
And then October-ish, middle of October, a brand new network. It's
new?
Actually, it's going to be brand new to the entire country. It's called All Sports Television Network. That's coming on. That's going to be channel 14.3.
Really?
Yeah, so there's going to be lots of things going on and lots of equipment shuffling going on at TV Delmarva, but we've got
Really?
we've got
You're
some
going
work
to
to
put wheels on all that stuff?
no. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
going to put it in my car
Oh,
with
really?
wheels and
Wow.
drive it down to
Okay.
the tower. So we've got some work to do at the tower site. We've got some work to do at the studio, but I'll get it all done
I'd like
soon.
to know the day you're going to climb that tower when you do your thing out there, so I can at least Facebook Live it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay? For everybody's insurance
Don't
purposes.
buy the equipment for that right now because it will be obsolete when that happens.
Oh, okay. By the time you get enough nerve
For sure.
climb the tower.
Yeah, I'm not climbing a tower.
Okay. So anyway, TV Delmarva has been a lot of fun for you.
It has been a lot. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun. It's
And
been
you're ready to
very
sell some
rewarding.
advertising.
I'm ready to sell some advertising. We've got some sold. Anthony Joseph is going out and he's sold some ads for us. He's got sponsors.
Is
for
he your
his
number
shows,
one sales
and
rep?
He is definitely the number one sales rep. Yes.
And he's one of Mr. and Mrs. Joseph's favorite children.
Yeah, he is. I'm sure.
I'm sure. All right, so
Somebody.
people can call you to get a hold of Anthony.
Yeah, they can call me or text me 302-242-8015. They can email me Colin with one L, Colin,
Okay.
at tvdelmarva.com. You can message us on Facebook. You can go to our website, and there's an email contact there. So lots of different ways to get in touch with me, and I'll put you in touch with Anthony.
What if they just said, I'm going to mail you a blank check? Fill it in for
I would
however
say
much
at
you
least
want.
sign it.
I want to buy some
I
advertising.
don't want it totally blank. Sign that
okay.
bottom
Sign
right.
it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else going on?
No, I think that's about it. The things are going good, and like I said, we're starting off Monday. At least on Facebook, we're going to have news updates from Rob Petrie.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's pretty cool.
it is. It's real.
Rob
cool.
Petrie has a lot of energy, everybody.
He does.
Okay?
Oh, he's been ready to go. He's like, I got stories I'm ready to go with, and
He's ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is great because right before the primary.
yeah, primary's what, Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah, so Monday
That way
on
he'll
it.
be ready.
Oh, this
Okay,
could
make sure
change
you
the
tell him
election.
there's a primary on Tuesday, so he doesn't forget to cover it.
All right, I think he's got that already.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure he's got that
Okay,
figured
because
out.
that's
and
a
covered.
one-day only offer.
One day only, yeah.
All right.
Well, unless you're mailing in, and then you could start it.
Yep.
6 months
yep.
ago.
We hope to know the winners by Christmas. Well, I guess you would have to. Before.
Well,
But
they
I
get
mean, like
sworn in
the
in
general
January.
election,
Yeah.
they tell you to trust the mail so much you don't mail any money. But the one thing you can do only every so many years, We're going to just stick it in the mail.
Yeah.
And hope and pray that truck doesn't get in an accident and burn up.
Well, I just heard up in Newark a news report that there's been some mail issues going on up in Newark. So we had some in Milford a month or so ago.
Wow.
Major mail issues, yeah.
So I would really like to just encourage people to vote in person.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
that's
okay?
what I'm going to do. I'm not
Okay.
mailing anything in, yeah.
You're not. You're going to vote in person.
I think that's the sure way to make sure your vote gets counted.
I think it's the best way. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
As far as TV Delmarva, you want to talk about something else?
Well, let's talk about where we should take this show. We're looking for a home.
Okay.
We're almost homeless. Almost homeless. We're looking for a home for this
What
show.
kind of place do you want to go to?
I have no idea. I'd really like to go to Wilson's auction. And I'd like to be able to walk the building. So that would take a whole mess of more equipment and more Wi-Fi. They'd be pumping it in from Ellendale. The Wi-Fi all the way up to Lincoln. But anyway, I'd like something to where I could get up and be mobile. You know what I mean? Like walk, like
dance class or something?
Dance class. I'd like to learn break dancing, line dancing, bone dancing. So anyway, I don't know. I definitely thought of an auction place. Is the music... We're getting ready to come back on the radio? Do they know we're not ready? All right. All right. I'm going to let you go.
Carry on, Jim.
All right, thanks. All right, everybody, we're back. We're live. This is Jim Weller, and we are sitting inside Rudy's Family Restaurant in Harrington, Delaware. I just want to say good morning to each and every one of you, and thank you for watching and listening to my show. And if you're watching on Facebook, if you'd be kind enough to hit the share button, I'd appreciate that. Another sponsor segment, somebody that I love dealing with. This is my insurance agent. People say, Jim Weller, who is happy about buying an insurance? I'm happy about it. I got health insurance, life insurance, media insurance, billboard insurance, liability insurance, workman's compensation. I got all kinds of insurances, and I deal with L&W Insurance Agency, and I'm very, very happy with them. They've done a good job for me over the years, and I really do appreciate them. So if you're looking for an insurance company, maybe you already have insurance and you want to get a second opinion, L&W does a fantastic job for me, and they will do it for you also. And you say, well, how long have they been in business? This is unbelievable, okay? I am not saying that Bill Strickland is this old. But they've been in business since 1932, L&W Insurance Agency. And Bill Strickland is the owner-operator, good friend of mine, and they got about 40-some people that work there. And L&W will take good care of you. So whether you want renter's insurance, car insurance, whatever, you got a jet ski, a motorhome, whatever type of insurance needs you have, you give them a call, and they will sit down and talk with you. And they speak a language that you understand. They're easy to work with, and they're located right in Dover. And they do commercial, residential, personal, whatever it is. So what is their phone number? Are you ready? One number gets you there. It's 302-856-7828, 856-7828, lwinsurance.com on the web, like them on Facebook. And they'll take good care of you there. They got a lot of good Facebook stuff popping up all the time. And another person that I want to just brag about that I really love being involved with, and everybody loves, Vanderwins. This is a sponsor of the show, Vanderwins Ice Cream, local family. They've been supporting our community for over 60 years. They got a place in Greenwood. I got another one in Bridgeville, Dewey Beach, Fenwick Island. They got these trucks that go out and have ice cream. It's a great family-owned and operated business, not to mention their ice cream is fantastic, okay? So if you want some ice cream, whether you want to get a quart, a cup, a pint, or a cone, a cup, a pint, or a quart, okay? That's how we get it. So anyway, you can get it, and it's there for all of you, okay? No matter how you vote or no matter what your political affiliation, everybody is allowed to buy ice cream at Vanderwins. All right, so check them out. Now, my next guest is here. He is running for, I'm a little behind, Senator James DeMartino is his goal. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. U.S.
We're ready,
Senate.
Tracy. All right, so anyway, what's up with you? So you're running.
Yes, I am. This is primary day is Tuesday the 15th. I asked everybody to go out and vote James DeMartino for U.S.
Okay.
Senate. I'd appreciate it. And it's going to be an exciting day.
All right, and so who are you? Where are you from? And What separates you from possibly any other candidates?
Certainly. Well, I'm originally from New York. I was
Okay.
born in New York City, lived in New Jersey
Okay.
for grammar school, schooling in New York.
All right.
We had a family business, a fish market that my grandfather started in about
Really?
1916.
Oh, wow.
So I grew up cleaning fish and delivering fish orders by bicycle throughout
Really?
Lower Manhattan.
Wow.
And then I went to college in South Carolina. I went to the Citadel, a military school.
Okay.
Went into the Marine Corps. I was commissioned as second lieutenant in the Marine Corps. And in the program, I went to law school. I was a PLC law
Really?
program. So during
You
my
haven't
summers-
stopped moving.
Well, and that's what, I wanted to say I am a transplant, but I'm
Right.
a transplant from many places these
Well,
days.
welcome to Delaware.
Well, thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
This is where it all happens.
I've been learning that, that's
Yeah.
for sure. And when I finally settled here, I met the residency requirement. When I did, I ran for state representative.
Okay.
So in 2016, I ran for state representative, and again in 2018
Okay.
against the Speaker of the House. It was a great experience, and I've always wanted to serve the community. I was in the military for, like I said, for over
Okay.
15 years.
Wow.
Both as a judge advocate initially, and then I was able to get into the intel field.
Okay.
So I was an intelligence officer supporting many operations and the commanding general, 2nd Marine Division at the time.
Well, good.
So I have a broad experience, and that leads me to why me as
Right.
opposed to any other candidate. And I have a broad experience from small business ownership
Okay.
and family, growing up in that, to a legal profession. I'm currently a practicing attorney, and also my military career. So
Right.
I cover
And I would believe in the military, you've learned how to work well with others.
with everybody.
Right.
To accomplish a mission, you have to work with everybody.
Right.
Young Marines, old Marines,
Right.
and you just have to work together. It's all about leadership and motivation, and that's what we have to do, work together.
Wow.
So that's what I'm looking forward to, working in the U.S. Senate. There's
Okay.
100 senators that take care of the country. So obviously I would represent Delaware. That's my
Mm-hmm.
first priority. But, national security, especially these days, law and order across the country is paramount. And
I would say that.
we need to
Do something.
do something, enforce the law,
Right.
and provide security for our citizens, and that's so important, and that's where my intelligence background comes in, because we have to understand the enemy.
Right. Now, are you for or not for defunding the police?
I am not for defunding the police.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm definite about that.
Okay.
And that's where law and order begins, is
Correct.
with the local police force. And if you take it, our national security defense policy, it incorporates the local enforcement, local police, to the state troopers, to our national agencies. That's where we get our national security. So you need to fund everybody at each of those levels and protect our citizens, from the local citizen to our national borders. And that's what I'm adamant about.
And I feel that's what America's about, is protecting our citizens.
Yes.
Just like we as Americans, America is a country that protects other people also. In other words, we're about protecting people. And so you're not advocating for lawlessness.
Definitely not.
Okay.
My whole life I've been supporting the law, like I said, defending people, and that's what I want to continue to do as a U.S. Senator.
Well, good. So, excuse me. How do people get to know about you? Do you have a Facebook page?
Yes, I do. Facebook
Okay.
is Vote Jim DeMartino.
Okay.
My website is votedemartino.com.
Okay.
Very
right.
simple. You could always call me at 302
Oh, so do it slow. 302
703
703
7980.
7980. So 703 7980.
Yes, that's
All right.
correct.
And so you take that call, or you got somebody screening
no,
them?
that
or?
comes directly to my cell phone.
Really?
Because I want to, again, you got to represent it. Running for office, what I enjoy most is talking to people and find out what is their issue, and that's
Okay.
how we find out
What do
we
you
need to
think
do
people's number one issue right now is?
Right now, it's security, personal security. That's why gun sales are so high. And first, let me just say, I'm pro-life, pro-gun, and pro-Trump.
Okay.
But the gun sales are out, exorbitantly high. Ammunition is off the shelves.
Right.
And
It does-
people are concerned about their security.
Because they're uncomfortable in the leadership
Definitely.
that is making decisions to keep them safe.
Yes, because we're not safe under these
Well, I think it's
decisions.
obvious. I think
exactly.
You know, I just hope it's still obvious when they go to vote.
I
You know
agree
what I
with
mean?
you.
I
That's
hope
right.
that the reason people are buying guns is
Yes.
just as obvious on the day that it's time for them to vote.
You go into the booth or you mail in your ballot this year.
Right.
That you have to remember that. We're in the situation because of the current leadership, and it's time to change it.
Okay. All right. Well, one more time, who are you and how do they get a hold of you?
My name is Jim DeMartino, running for U.S. Senate as a Republican. Primary day Tuesday, vote for me. Contact me, visit my website for my issues at votedemartino.com. Call me anytime,
All right.
703-7980.
Now, I have another question.
Yes, sir.
If you're elected, are you going to be like lackadaisical and just kind of sleepish, or could we expect great things from the get-go from you?
My whole life, going into the Marine Corps and education and training, it has always take that next hill and take your objective now. You don't have time to waste. When you delay, it just makes it difficult down the road. My objective is to solve problems. That's why I'm running. I don't sit around, and it's time to move forward, and we have to do that.
Okay. And where do you live? Whereabouts?
I live in Lewis,
Delaware.
Delaware.
Okay. And you
yes.
call it Lewis or Lewis?
Lewis.
Lewis. Okay. Just
Yes.
checking. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, then, anything else? I don't want to cut you short.
No, I just appreciate your time here today and being on your show.
You've never
This
been
is-
on this show.
No, I have not. This is
What do
my
you
first-
think of it? And be honest. I'll take all the criticism you want to give.
There is no criticism. I was just telling IG, the equipment is unbelievable. I have a technical
Okay.
background. Not that I can operate it, but I understand how.
Me either. Me either.
But what a fantastic operation you have here. Video, audio. The equipment is fantastic. Your operators, I see, are really efficient and
They
effective.
are. Wow.
And I just find it fascinating to set up such a commercial enterprise in a small space. So
And
I
you may
commend
not you may not know this. A lot of people don't. We're not connected with anybody. I pay for all this.
That's fantastic.
I pay for the time. I pay for it all. You know, I don't buy their breakfast, but other than that, but anyway, so you know, it's something. It's like my hobby. Everybody has a hobby.
Yes.
So this would be Jim Weller's hobby. We started this show. This is Colin the second over here, and Jonathan and their father, Colin. We started this show from scratch. Used to just be on radio, and now we're on TV and YouTube and Facebook, and it's just strictly Jim Weller's hobby.
Very good.
So,
I hope you
anyway.
get your million viewers.
Yeah, that would be unreal. I'd be happy with just 100,000, but I'll take 1 million. So,
But again, technically, from the intelligence background, that's what we did was technical intelligence. And I want to just say, as a ham radio operator too, just the radio frequencies, and I want to support all the ham radio operators
Yep.
out there.
There's a bunch
it's
of them, good
important to
ones.
have communications
It is.
throughout all crises, and that's key.
yep,
And so
that's
you
really
do-
the key, in my opinion, in everything.
You're absolutely right. It's
Life,
communication.
sales, everything. You got to communicate.
And let me just take it back politically. That's what we need to do with both parties, with people in office, whether it's state level or federal. We need to communicate with each other, solve issues, because we need to do it together for the benefit of our community and our citizens. That's why I'm running. That's why we have government, is to protect
Right.
the citizens and provide their security. So we need to have an effective communications, and from your radio to TV
Everywhere.
to the U.S. Capitol.
Okay.
So we need to talk.
All right. I'm going to leave you now. Okay?
Thank you very much,
All right.
Jim.
Good luck
Take
to you.
care.
Be safe.
Yes,
all
sir.
right.
Bye now.
Okay. There he goes, everybody. So we are going to, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to switch gears. I know Tracy likes it when I switch gears. Is that right? She's so excited. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to, how many more guests do I have? I have IG and Lee Murphy, correct? All right, I think what I'd like to do is I think I would like to have IG on for a few minutes right now before 8:30. Then I'd like to have him on just a little bit after 8:30, and then I'll have a little more time for Lee. Is that okay? So we'll get IG on here first. I've got a whole list of questions. I do need to ask IG to read something, and I need you to circle yes or no if you're okay with with me asking any of those questions. All right. Oh, let's take our picture, IG, first, if it's okay. All right. So I want to play hardball with IG this morning. All right. I want to talk about the Clayton Theater first. Just first. This is a sponsor segment. And the Clayton Theater is somewhere that I like and supporting and endorsing. They've been in business like 70-some years. And as you hear me advertise for people, I only advertise for people that I'm friends with or that I would want you to deal with. So it's not just people that pay for an ad. So anyway, with that said, the Clayton Theater has been around like 70 years. It doesn't mean Joanne is 70 years old. It just means the building has been there that long. But anyway, it's a great experience. So if you're tired of being cooped up, you got kids or grandkids, and you want to just go out even just for a date night, it's a nice little movie theater. The seats are nice and comfy. It even has a balcony. The bathrooms are clean. The ice is cold. The popcorn is good, and napkins are free. It's conveniently located in downtown Dagsboro, okay? So it's really nice. If you have an interest in going there, you could check out what movies are on. They have movies every night at 7 o'clock, 7 days a week. 7 at 7, okay? Anyway, they also have matinees at 3 on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So check out the Clayton Theater, downtown Dagsboro. ilovetheclayton.com, and check out their Facebook page too if you would. All right, we're going to talk to IG for just a minute or two, and then I'm going to talk to him again right after 8:30, and then after that, it'll be Lee Murphy. But IG is somebody I've known for a while, and he is a friend of mine, so that'll probably show up. In other words, that he's a friend of mine. And I just want to say that I've known IG a long time. I don't even know if you remember this. So this is IG Burton, County Council, District 3.
Yes.
You say it fast. You say, IG, say it again.
IG Burton County Council District 3.
That's right. IG Burton County Council District 3. So this is somebody running for county council, and he's already our councilman. Been there how long?
3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yep.
I actually remember a luncheon we had where, it was kind of the conversation started about IG being our county councilman.
Well, we were actually talking about you at the same time.
I agree. So now the new slogan is Weller 2024. Okay. I blew it this time around. But anyway, so I did want to, I remember your mother and father very fondly. In other words, my mom was very involved with Catholic Social Services. Your mother was very involved with Catholic Social Services. I think it's now called Catholic Charities.
Catholic Charities.
But good people, making a difference. And now you're a councilman, and I actually wrote down some questions. In other words, I have watched your campaign, okay? Now, I'm an advertising guy. I love to promote. I love how people promote things. So if I was trying to sell...
Is that like saying ice is cold?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And napkins are free, okay? But if I was trying to sell you a trailer, the last thing I would do is spend all of my time telling you what's wrong with the other guy's trailer and never taking a moment and tell you about me. Your campaign, I have just watched it, and it's been one of the most unique campaigns I've ever seen. So I'm going to ask you a point-blank question. Is that okay?
Yes, it is.
It has been stated beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are not for funding local fire departments.
That is incorrect.
I need you to say that again.
I am for funding the fire departments.
Okay. Have you done something that has caused that misconception
I just think that's another misconception. That's another person talking about the other trailer instead of trying
talking about what they're going to do.
They're going to do.
Okay.
And there's just been we have a wonderful funding mechanism for the fire department. And
well, I hear you fund them in the millions.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I had somebody call me and say, I just need you to know, Jim Weller, that absolutely the county council absolutely does pump millions of dollars into our local fire companies. They 100% believe in them and support them.
Absolutely. But there's 24 of them.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Do they all get something, or do some get nothing?
No.
They all get something. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But it isn't fair. I mean, I just can't imagine the arguments that we would have if 5 of us said, well, my fire department needs more money than your fire department.
That's really called all 4 and no more.
Yeah. So there's an association that really, and they're elected by the fire people, right?
Okay.
And we talk with them.
Okay.
Right? So that our funding goes to the fire association, and then the fire association takes care of all the other fire departments.
Okay. So
through a formula.
Right.
I mean, it's not.
So it's not all just on your back.
No.
Okay. I got another question.
All right.
Because I need to know this because it's caused me to look at you differently hearing these statements about you. So I want to get it straight. This is your last chance to talk to me before the election. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay. I also want to know, what's this story about you want to raise my taxes? That bothers me.
It should. It
Okay.
should. And especially in light of how the county is financially.
I think the county's pretty good financially.
The county is very good. And matter of fact, yesterday we just got our bond rating moved up to triple A, right? Which is going to be
Wow.
They didn't raise anybody else's bond rating because of COVID, right? COVID
Okay.
has affected a lot of businesses. Well, we just got an increase in our bond rating,
Which means in spite of COVID, you've done a better job.
yeah. And
Wow.
and that amounts to lower interest rates when we borrow money for the sewer projects. It's a wonderful statement of how the
Okay.
county is running, right? Because this is Moody's and Fitch, and and they're saying, hey, you guys are running a really good show here.
And
why do we need to raise taxes if we're doing that?
Right. Well, I don't know, but I'm hearing this, and I want to. I mean, I don't mean to give you a hard time this morning. I need to set the record straight for Jim Weller.
Okay.
I own 20-some properties. I pay a fair amount of property taxes, and I want to make sure you aren't messing with me.
I'm not messing with your property tax. The
Okay.
tax that my opponent is talking about is the tax that we put on the hotel people that are visiting.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So the tourists that are coming to now the county, if you were to rent a hotel room in Rehoboth,
Okay.
you would pay an additional 3% to Rehoboth.
Okay.
Right. The county didn't have that with hotels, and quite frankly, there weren't a lot of hotels in the county.
That's odd because everywhere else I go to a hotel,
They have the tax.
yes.
Sussex
I always admire it. I'm like, these people are on their game.
Well, Sussex County didn't.
Okay.
So the county, not the towns. The county.
Okay.
So we passed a tax on the people that are coming to the hotels.
Okay.
Right? And that money that's generated out of that goes to beach replenishment, dredging, recreation, all the items that these people that are visiting us
Use.
use.
So what you're saying is you have a tax that helps all the people that visit here and uses our facilities and our roads and our fire departments and everything that helps fund that.
And yes,
If they stay at a hotel.
if they stay at a hotel.
Okay.
So
Doesn't cost the hotel anything.
No.
And it's a tax that pretty much anywhere else they would go and stay exists.
Correct. If they go from Sussex County into Rehoboth or into Lewis, they pay the same tax. So it really kind of leveled the playing field
Okay.
for all the townships.
Okay.
But no, the answer to your question, none of your property tax of your 20 properties is going to go up.
All right.
It's just that's not
Because
in
I
the
was
formula.
uptight when you got
Yeah, you
here
don't
today.
have-
I'm like, I've had it.
You can relax now.
I
You can
need to
relax
know.
now.
I mean, if you're not funding my fire companies, that bothers me.
Yeah,
and
I
if you're raising
understood.
my taxes, that bothers me.
And-
now,
and-
if you want to get more money that's going to be spent in Sussex County from people that visit Sussex County, that's
You're okay
me.
with that.
I can
I
understand
was
that
too.
math. Okay, I can understand, and you was too.
I was too.
And it sounds like at
And
least two
5-0.
other.
5-0. It was a
all five. It was unanimous.
5-0 vote
Okay.
of
All right.
Republicans.
I do need to take a break. I hope I haven't upset you.
You
I
have
didn't.
not.
I just.
I like to clear it up.
I'm normally not that pointed with people, in other words,
I don't
but
know
I
if
just.
that's true, Jim. I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I'm a rather subdued individual. Okay, we're going to have you back on for about 5 minutes after I do my 8:30 stuff, okay? And then we're going to switch over to Lee Murphy, okay? All right, thank you, IG. We'll call you back. All right, so anyway, with that said, that was IG Burton. He's running for District 3, okay? And what else did I want to talk about? I want to talk about Dry Zone real quick. This is a sponsor segment. Everybody knows I love Dry Zone, and you will too if you just deal with them. So Bill and Heather Anderson, owner-operators of Dry Zone, do a great job. They do crawl space encapsulation. They help you with your basement leaks. They are now doing where you can remodel your garage if you need some extra space. Your garage or your basement. They help with that a little bit. They got these really nice walls that, don't build any mold or mildew or anything like that. So they even do, concrete floor coatings. So there's a lot of services they provide. They have an electrical division. So whatever you need, go to dryzone.com and learn all about Dry Zone. They're providing many services. They are licensed. They're insured. They know what they're doing. Their warranties are transferable. dryzone.com, 684-5034, 684-5034. Check them out. Tell them I sent you. Dry Zone is a great local company. All right, I hear the music. We're going to take a break. Is Colin? I'm doing it? Okay. So anyway, we are going to talk about TV Delmarva real quick. And then we're going to go from there with some more guests, and we've got an action-packed last half hour. So for those watching on Facebook, now's your chance. Hit the share button, all right? All right, TV Delmarva. People say, TV Delmarva. You talk about it all the time. I'm going to talk about it all the time. It's something I'm excited. I actually am in the front of the building where TV Delmarva is in the back of the building. I have an office there, and it's so exciting to see this new equipment coming in, more and more things happening all the time. Colin is adding more people. It sounds like on Tuesday or Monday, 14.2 is going to get started. In other words, I believe on Facebook, he said, there's been some equipment issues as far as equipment coming in. Rob Petrie with Delmarva Newsnet. That's just in time to cover a lot of the election things that are going to happen on Tuesday. But anyway, TV Delmarva also has advertising opportunities. So if you own a business, a big business, a little business, and you just want to talk, Anthony Joseph is the sales rep. He's a real good, friendly, knowledgeable guy. Been around our community a long time, and he has a real good pulse of how things are. So TV Delmarva is a brand new TV station. It's just getting started. They've got very affordable rates, and they could use and appreciate your support, okay? So anyway, I just want to let you know that it's channel 14 on your TV. Okay, on your Roku device, you look for the TV Delmarva channel. On your Amazon Fire Stick, you look for the TV Delmarva channel, okay? On YouTube, I don't know about YouTube, on Facebook, it's there, and you can watch it at tvdelmarva.com. So anyway, it's kind of everywhere, but it's brand new. It is local. It is 24/7 programming. Saturday mornings, we got a great lineup. These are all local shows and local people. You got me till 9 o'clock. Then you got the Anthony Joseph Show at 9 to 10. 10 to 11 is Jessica Martinez, Studio J. And then 11 to 12 is Coastal A&E with Michael Sprouse. So anyway, if you want to learn more, if you want to buy some advertising, give Colin a call or text him. Do it right this minute. I know right where he's at, and he needs a text message. 242-8015. 242-8015. Text him, good morning, and ask him, how's his breakfast, okay? Because he's in there eating. He wouldn't even get up. He made me do this ad, and I'm short on words, okay? I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say, but we're having a good time here. Lots of people, action-packed. This is, we're at Rudy's Family Restaurant in Harrington. Tracy's doing an excellent job. Anyway, so there's just a couple little issues we're going to talk about after school. But all right, anyway, everybody, we're here. I'm half losing my voice, but we're having a lot of fun. So we're going to go back on the radio in a couple minutes. Let's take a phone call real quick. You guys ready for a phone call? 422-7336. 422-7336. If you'd like to win a brand new, crisp $100 bill, that's not the number to call, okay? 422-7336. We're going to give you 2 tickets to the Clayton Theater. Dial now. Operators are standing by. 422-7336. If you want 2 tickets to the Clayton Theater, you're going to have to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville, and then you can go to the Clayton Theater anytime you want. 422-7336. You can even re-gift them as Christmas gifts if you want. 2 tickets to the Clayton Theater are free for you. Call right now, 422-7336, and I will set 2 aside for you at Weller's on Route 13 in Bridgeville. The store is open. They tell me we're busy, and I want to thank everybody for buying trailers from us this year. We've had a really good year. We've had lots of things going on, and we sure do appreciate your support. Am I hearing the radio? No, I'm just hearing things. Okay. So anyway, with that said, I want to remind you that we are looking for a new home for the show. So we are looking for somebody that will pay us to do this show live in their business. So whether it be a restaurant seem to be the best thing on a Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, okay? But I'd love to do it at an auction. Hint, hint, Dave Wilson. I'd love to do it at an auction, okay? Because I'd love to walk around and demonstrate all the items that are going to be sold at auction that day. I could have a lot of fun with that, okay? I could do the show at a boat dealer. I could see me talking about boats. I could do it at a car dealer. I could see me talking about cars. I could see me pretty much doing this show anywhere, okay? A bakery would be really good, all right? But anyway, so we're looking for a place to do this show. It takes a lot of internet. It takes some electricity. We'd like the place to have bathrooms. That's a good thing. And some chairs and so on for people to be able to sit and wait to get their segment on the show. We do charge you for doing that, okay? We advertise the show on Facebook. We advertise it on TV Delmarva. We advertise it on my billboard. We advertise it on Delaware 105.9. So we spend more money promoting the show than you will pay me to do the show. Okay? But if you're interested, we are starting our 8th year of doing the show, and we would like to find a place that maybe would, have us there for 3 months, 6 months, something like that, so we can leave our equipment and, just show up at 6 o'clock and get everything set up. But it's Weller Does Delmarva, and we are here, we are live, and we would love the opportunity to broadcast from your business and help promote your business, okay? Something I thought of one time was like if there was a realtors association where we would do it there and then different realtors each week would come in other words, and let us highlight all of them. I guess if there was an automobile dealer association or a hotel association, we could do that, and then all the different people that are involved in that association would be able to be on the show, in different times, and we would help promote it. Or I wish Sussex County would do it, and then we could have all the different departments on a regular basis. I just thought that one up at the last minute. So anyway, good morning. We're going live on the radio. I got to be quiet for a second. Okay, I was quiet long enough. I'm going to get IG on again, and we're going to talk about Integrity Pest Solutions real quick. This is a sponsor segment. My friend Keith Ruark, if you got pest control issues and you need help, he's got solutions. I've dealt with him for years. He's a good guy. When you call on the phone, you're going to get him. When he comes out and gives you that free estimate or evaluation, you're going to get Keith. And when he comes and does the work, you're going to get Keith, okay? So if you like the salesman, you're going to like the work that he does. It's Keith Ruark, owner-operator of Integrity Pest Solutions. Phone number is 858 8629, 858 8629. Good guy. Estimates are free. He will come out and give you a free evaluation of what's wrong and what you need to do to resolve it. He has eco-friendly services if you want it. He's a good guy. Okay? Everybody I advertise for is a good guy or a good gal. It's people that offer good service. That's why I'm willing to advertise for them and promote them. All right, I got one more segment I want to do, which is Wilson's Auction. Dave Wilson, another good sponsor, supporter of the show. And I appreciate Dave. He's a good public servant, and he's a friend, and he has a wonderful auction facility on Route 113 in Lincoln. And today only, there's a big sale. It starts at 10 o'clock, goes all day and into the evening. There's all kinds of things. You'll have a blast. If you're visiting Delaware, go there. There's no sales tax, and you are allowed today. There's no limit on how much you can spend. So you can buy all you want today at Wilson's Auction in Lincoln. Tuesday nights, he has the auto auction at 6 o'clock, and then he's got his fall Mid-Atlantic equipment auction at the Delaware State Fairgrounds, and it is coming up. It is going to be next Saturday. So if you want to consign a piece of equipment, or you got a lawnmower or a buggy or a whatever, something you want to sell, you can sell it at Wilson's in Lincoln, or you can consign it for the big Mid-Atlantic equipment auction at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. Give them a call, 422-3454, 422-3454, wilsonsauction.com on the web. Like them on Facebook, and yes, Dave Wilson knows what Facebook is, and he's very active on it, or somebody that works for him is. All right, here we go again with IG. We're going to just go real quick, and I had another question, but I don't want to ask it. I don't think we need to.
It's okay.
For real?
Sure.
All right, I want to ask you truthfully and honestly. All right, because I'm asking these questions because I'm a citizen of Sussex County. I have heard these things said about you, which has caused me to either say, I got to set the record straight, or I now have a different opinion of you. You understand that?
Understood.
Okay, and it has bothered me a little bit.
And that's what this opponent has done.
I understand, but I've got to ask you another question, okay? And this has really got to do with integrity, because you either have integrity or you don't.
I agree.
Okay, so you are not out here trying to raise my taxes.
Nope.
You are not going to stop funding fire departments.
No.
Okay, I need to ask you another question. This is very personal.
Okay.
Are you pretty clean as far as a criminal record?
Yes.
Okay, so I can trust what you say and what you do, that behind the scenes you are what you look like in front of the scenes.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
There is
Okay.
I do not have a criminal record.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
just
proud
wanna-
of that.
Okay, well, I'm proud of you.
I'm not looking for one
I have
either,
one.
by the way.
I have to be honest. I have one. I broke in Fitzgerald's when I was 15 years old. I can't believe it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's terrible.
I don't look
Yep.
at you any differently.
Well, thank you.
I don't.
Thank you. But
You've kinda-
I can't
you've
shake
kinda
it.
earned your
Well,
your
what
way
was
through
earned
from
was
that.
I saw what forgiveness and grace was like from the Fitzgerald family.
They're a great family.
Great
They really
families.
are.
But you're a clean dude.
Yep.
Behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, all the way around.
All the way around.
So what are we going to do between now and Tuesday to get people to understand that just because you hear it on Facebook or see it on TV, you need to do your own investigating?
You need to do your own investigation. You need to come out and vote.
Okay.
That's the primary is just a traditional low turnout.
Right.
It doesn't have to be.
No,
And
we control that.
Yeah.
So we
And
need to encourage people.
You need to come out and vote because there's no general.
Right. This is it.
This is it.
Whoever wins this is going to be the next county councilman
And
of
I
District
bet
3.
on yesterday, knocking on doors, I had 3 people that just weren't coming out. They were going to wait for the general.
And there is none.
Right? You're going to win. I'll vote for you in the general.
Yeah. Well, you
There
won't be
is
able
no-
to if you lose this
That's
one.
right.
All right. So it's Tuesday only. It's a
Tuesday
one-day only offer.
It's all day Tuesday.
Okay.
And it's
Get out and
you
vote.
got to come out and vote.
I'd like everybody watching or listening to just purpose in their heart to make a note to call 2 of your friends on Tuesday and make sure you nudge them to go vote.
Go vote. It's a
Go vote.
primary, but it really, this election means a lot to Sussex County.
It does. It does. And, I mean no disrespect to your opponent. I was just disrespected as a citizen being told these things that I didn't mean to be so hard with you today. I mean, I just chit chat, but I needed to know from my own personal,
and
I can't even vote for you. Yeah, I wish I could.
appreciate you telling you. Right? I mean,
yeah.
the fact that you asked me helps
Right.
me.
Right. It
Right?
does,
It
but I
doesn't
just
embarrass me. It
I
helps
felt
me.
like I wanted to ask these real questions. So I appreciate you being a good son, father, husband, upstanding citizen, and I do appreciate your support. Because you wear other hats that people don't even know
do.
about. There's other organizations that you have been a huge part of. One of them that I just like to say, I appreciate your whole family being involved with the Milford Hospital. Bay Health now.
Yeah, that's
but
been a very rewarding.
for 50, 60 years,
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
maybe longer, but
I'm going to total that up because my
Yeah.
granddad was on,
yeah.
and then my
But
dad,
but
and then
but
me.
when you think of IG Burton, it's it's not just certain with Burton, but yeah, it certainly is Burton. So how's that?
Well,
But-
thank you for mentioning that.
Okay, but anyway, but good people. So thank you, IG.
Thank you, Jim.
And I'm now going to let you go.
All right. Thank
All
you
right,
very much.
I'll see you. Bye-bye. All right. So anyway, that's where we're at. Lee Murphy is coming up next. We got to get everything sanitized, and then we're going to chit-chat with him real quick. But I want to brag on another sponsor, Jerry's Lawn Care. Jerry's Lawn Care, Jerry Santoro, good friend of mine, another good guy in the community. He does landscaping. He does irrigation systems. He does pavers. He does tree work, like he'll trim a tree up. He'll cut a tree down. He'll dig up a stump. He'll grind up a stump. He'll dig a foundation, a footer, whether you need a basement dug, a lot cleared, whatever you need. He sells mulch. He sells firewood. He's a good guy. It's called Jerry's Lawn Care. Phone number 302-363-6025, 363-6025, JLC-LLC.com on the web. Tell Jerry Jim Weller sent you. You'll be very pleased with his service. Estimates are free. He's licensed. He's insured. He's a good guy. One more good guy, couple good guys. I really like bragging on my chiropractor. So this is a sponsor segment as we get ready for Mr. Murphy. We are going to talk about my chiropractor. She's going to take our picture, Lee, right here, just for the heck of it. So anyway, this is me and Lee Murphy getting our picture taken. We'll use that for something in the future. So anyway, I want to brag on my chiropractor. If you need a chiropractor, like whether you have any aches or pains, I take my kids there. I don't take my kids anymore. They're adults. They go. I do take my grandkids there every now and then. And so I like good chiropractic care. You can have good chiropractic care. Everybody deserves good chiropractic care. Now, they accept most insurances. They're located right on Route 13 on the northbound lane, just outside of Seaford. Been around quite a while. Not that Dr. T's an old man. I'm just saying they've been around a while. But anyway, Dr. Trillia is his name. Dr. Bud also works with him. It's like a wellness center. They're good people. They'll get the kinks out. I've been there for my shoulder. I've been there for my hip. I've been there for my back. I've been there for my wrist, for my elbow, all the way around, okay? The only thing we haven't addressed is, why am I not growing hair? But anyway, Peninsula Chiropractic Center, great place to deal. 629-4344, 629-4344. Tell them Jim Weller sent you. Take your kids, your grandkids, whatever you may need, they'll do a good job for you. All right? Now, our next guest is running for a political office, U.S. House candidate. Is that right? Good morning, young man. How you doing? Good. So use the mic. Good to meet you. And you are running. All right. So you seem excited about it.
I am very excited about this race.
Well, who put you up to it? Whose idea was this?
It was totally my idea to run. We've been campaigning. We've been campaigning now since June of 2019.
Wow. Okay.
And
you were just a teenager when you started.
I was a teenager.
Okay.
But we've been up and down the state, Sussex, Kent, Newcastle County, and in just 16 months, the country's really changed.
Yes.
And people are really starting to take notice. Average people are really involved in politics right now.
There's so much at stake.
There is so much at stake. And I've said many times that this is the most important election in our lifetime. And for a lot of reasons.
Right.
Right now, that people are concerned about their safety. They're concerned about their family's future. We have COVID. We have riots in our major cities across the country. People are really concerned about their futures, their jobs, their health, and what's going on in the streets of our major cities across the country.
Wow. Where are you from?
I've been in Delaware since 1970.
Really?
I grew up in Salem County, New Jersey.
Okay.
I know that doesn't make me a native, but I've been here a long time.
Okay.
And I live in Bellefonte, which is just north of Wilmington.
Really? It's where all the low-digit tags are.
The loaded what?
The lower digit tags. They're up in the Newcastle County.
No, that's Greenville.
I'm
not,
you're not in Greenville?
No, I'm not in Greenville.
Do you have a helicopter pad in your yard?
No, and I don't belong to a country club.
Okay, just checking.
Jim, I worked on the railroad all my life.
Did you really? What did you do?
I'm just a.
Did you blow the horn or?
Harrington right here. It used to be a big freight operation.
It did.
And I've run many a train from Edgemore Yard, which is in Wilmington, down here to Harrington, back in the days when Conrail was the freight character. But no,
But that's another thing that's went away, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's used to haul coal, though.
Absolutely.
And I think they're hauling some lumber.
35 years on the railroad.
Really?
Wow. And I started as a track laborer, pounding spikes in, replacing ties. I moved it up the ranks, train dispatcher. I became a conductor, locomotive train engineer. I taught other engineers how to run trains, and then I ended my career in management.
Really?
On the railroad. So
35 years.
35. I'm just a blue collar guy.
Wow. Got your hands dirty even.
That's unique for a politician, isn't it?
So far. All right, so listen to me. How do people get to know you between now and Tuesday? Where can they get the most information?
The most information would be on GoMurph.com.
GoMurph.com.
That's my website.
That is a good one. GoMurph.com.
GoMurph.com. GoMurph.com. They'll find all the information right there. We do have a big day coming up on Tuesday.
Yes.
I feel very confident of victory in my primary.
Good.
I want to keep my eye on my main target, which is Lisa Blunt Rochester.
Tell me something exciting that you really would try to get done for us early on in your career.
Well, Jim, one of the main, our economy here in Delaware, in 2019, we had 0.0 economic growth in Delaware. 0.0%.
Was that like a record? 0.0?
No. In 2020, we were predicted to have negative economic growth before
Can you imagine having a doctor's report saying you've got 0.0% chance of surviving?
Well, Delaware is on the brink. We do
My
have zero.
gosh.
It is our survival.
Right.
But what I'd like to do.
Now, Delaware, I got to be honest, as a businessman, I feel Delaware has purposely been throttled back. Like there's just been too much prosperity and no more for you, like no soup for you. This is how I feel. Like my business has been fortunate. I've been able to be open and it's been phenomenal. But man, the amount of businesses that are going to go out of business in the next 6 months is sad.
Jim,
way more are going out than are coming in.
I talk to people that have gone out of business, and they're not going to come back.
Right.
People that have invested their lives in their own businesses, they're not coming back. But what
could you do different, though? Like, what could you do if you were elected?
As a U.S. congressman, okay? Much like President Trump, who has brought businesses back from China and other parts of the world. He's renegotiated bad trade deals like NAFTA that are now, we have the advantage.
Right.
What I'd like to do is China. In China, we all know our life-saving pharmaceuticals are made there.
Right.
We can't continue. That's a national security
We hope and pray
issue.
every time we take a pill, it's really what it's supposed to be.
Let's bring that manufacturing back to Delaware.
Okay.
Not just to the United States.
To Delaware.
Let's bring that let's bring that manufacturing back to Delaware.
Okay, so that's something you would work on.
That's something I would work on with the president.
Okay.
I mean, he's already made that happen. And a lot of states around the country are really prospering because of the new trade deals and what the president has done.
I think after China gave us this virus, I think we are less interested in getting things from China.
Especially life-saving pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah.
They need to be made here in the United States.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the first things I will do.
Okay.
We need those manufacturing jobs here in Delaware.
All
Real
right.
jobs.
So you would work on that
I absolutely will.
quickly.
That's going to be one of my first priorities when I get to Congress.
I just want to get as much stuff on tape as I can here. What's
No,
something
no.
else you're going to do? I want some action. I want something to happen.
Well, we on a state level, I'll work with the state, but we have one of the highest corporate income taxes in the country.
Yes.
We have failing schools in many cases. We have one of the highest electric power rates in the country. Delaware, where it's located here in the Northeast corridor, we should, in the size of our state, we should really be competitive. So I will work with the state legislature, hopefully a new Republican governor, and on a federal level, I'll do my best to make Delaware competitive with other states.
Okay.
And we really need to be competitive. I remember when Delaware was competitive.
Right. What happened to us?
Well, what happened to us
We
was
lost our
one-party
way.
rule,
Okay.
quite frankly, and one-party rule I feel is not good for anybody.
Okay.
It's certainly not good for the citizens.
Right. It's like you're not able to get a second opinion as a citizen of Delaware.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. My opponent, our current incumbent congressperson, she is not campaigning at all. She is not accountable to the citizens of the state. I hear over and over again that she is not accountable. She does not take care of constituent problems. One thing I really found campaigning is that most people don't even know who their congressperson is. And that's pretty sad.
Right.
People will know who Lee Murphy is. And I will be accountable to the residents of this state. And I'll represent all Delaware residents.
Even Sussex County. I don't want you to forget us.
Look. If I get elected, there is a strong chance that I might move to Sussex County.
All right, then.
I mean,
and you'll need a trailer to do that.
Hey, one thing I want to tell you, I've been an actor for a long time. I've done many commercials, but you are truly amazing. You should be on national TV. You can sell anything.
Really?
You do a great job.
I try.
I mean, it's impressive. It's very impressive.
Just can't wait to see what I'm going to be when I grow up.
And one thing I really want to mention, too, that's part of my campaign, is the drug opioid epidemic that has really taken a back seat to COVID here. And it should not take a back seat to COVID.
Right.
We lose people every single day. While we're talking here, we lose people to overdose. This is personal to me. It's affected my family in a very personal way. We have to attack this opioid drug epidemic. We have to have programs that address prevention, and we need a long-term hospital facility that really treats this problem head on, where people who are ready to get help with addiction can go and get the help they need for 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, however long it takes. It affects all of Delaware.
Absolutely.
And will be an area where I will really
Get
work.
involved.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, they're telling me I got to move on. So the way I say it is I'm going to let you go now. Okay?
Okay, Jim.
So, thanks a lot.
GoMurph.com.
Go Murph.
GoMurph.com. Vote for Lee Murphy on Tuesday. We have to win this primary. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm going to leave you. All right. There we go. All right. So another good sponsor. I love my sponsors, just so you know. Okay? This one is my accountant. All right? George Luff. Luff and Associates, Milford, Dover, Rehoboth. I love dealing with George. I love dealing with his son Tyler and Team Luff. I've been very happy with them. They've done a good job for me. And I just want to let you know, if you need an accountant, they're the people to go to. I'm very happy with them, personal or business. Also, if you own a business, you need some help with payroll, they can help you with that also. So it's Luff and Associates. Phone number is 422-9699, 422-9699, luffcpas.com on the web. If you need help, if you filed an extension, you don't know what to do next, if you need any help with accounting or bookkeeping, or if you own a business and you need help with payroll, Luff and Associates, I can assure you, will do a good job for you. I did want to mention, I normally talk about Beans Attic, but they have taken a little break. I think they went on vacation, so Beans is not open for just a little bit. I don't remember exactly when they opened, but it's if you look up Beans Attic on Facebook, you'll see that. But when they open, you want to make sure you get in there and check out all the little goodies they have. Now, I wanted to take a little bit of time to try to do a good job with this next commercial. This is a dear friend of mine. His name is Kevin Short. Kevin and his wife, Debbie, own and operate Mid-South Audio, okay? And Mid-South Audio has really outdone themselves, and they are opening a brand new facility in Milton, Delaware. They're relocating from Georgetown to Milton, okay? And they are having a grand opening, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. Everybody is invited to this event. It is going to be on, I thought it was September 28th. September 28th, that's a Monday. That will be their 31st anniversary of Mid-South Audio opening. So their new facility is in Milton, and it is where Wyoming Millworks used to have their lumber yard. Kevin has bought the property, built a state-of-the-art studio there. It is beautiful. So their grand opening is September 28th. I believe it's from 2 to 7. Everybody is welcome. You must contact midsouthaudio.com and reserve that you want to come. So reservations, everybody's welcome. You just have to let them know that you're coming. This is a 20,000 square foot facility. It's worth seeing just to see what they have to offer. But if you're involved in a church or an organization or anything that needs any type of audio, lighting, sound equipment, whatever, they can help you out. They know their stuff. They rent it, they sell it, they service it. Whatever you may need, they can help you in many different ways. But this day, when they open, they're going to have artists there in the recording studio doing things. They're going to have people out in the parking lot playing music. It is going to, they're called live studio recording sessions. So they're going to have a guy named Shane Keister on piano and organ, and then Paul Liam on drums, and Brent Mason on guitar, and Bruce Boughton on pedal steel and lap steel. So it's going to be very interesting in the recording studio. Then they're going to have David Pomeroy on bass, Kim Parent on vocals, and Charlie McCoy on harmonica and vibes. Going to be a great event. Then outside, I believe, there's going to be a lot going on. There is going to be food trucks selling food, but this is a free event. You do need to register in advance that you want to go. September 28th from 2 to 7, Mid-South Audio's grand opening. Paul Balachi, I believe that's the right name. I don't know. Famous singer is going to be there singing. Colin is going to be there. CJ Solar and Jenny Tolman. So lots of different people, lots of manufacturers represented. I can't tell you enough about it. Kevin's going to be on with me, I think, next week, and we're going to really dig into it, and he's going to pronounce them names a whole lot better than I did. I have a real deficiency. You're looking at me saying, you've got a lot of deficiencies. Well, one of them, I cannot read and talk worth a nickel for some strange reason. So when I see them speed limit signs, I just have to stop talking to be able to pay attention to them. But anyway, midsouthaudio.com. Check them out. If you want to reserve, let them know you're coming. Either do it at midsouthaudio.com or 6993, 856-6993. But listen to me. Weller's Utility Trailers is open. They tell me we are going to have a busy day. So if you need a trailer, we've got some in. We'd like to talk to you. We got new, we got used. We buy trailers and trade trailers in every day. So if you need a trailer, we'd like to talk to you. If you own a business or have a suggestion of where we could do our show from, we are looking to find a new home. We're going to be homeless in a couple weeks, okay? So when that comes, we could just show up at your doorstep and want to do the show in your front yard. We've done that before. Jack Riddle remembers that. We did our show right in Jack Riddle's front yard as he stood there with his arms crossed, looking puzzled, like, what's going on here? It was unbelievable. It was a lot of fun. So that could happen, all right? So I just want to let you know. I hear the music. We are out of time. Thank you, everybody, for joining the show. I've lost my voice. I've gotten a little tired today. So anyway, thank you very much. Stay tuned for the Dan Gaffney. I forgot what it's called. What's it called, Dan? Spotlight. That's what it is. Saturday Spotlight. It's a today-only offer about to start now. All right. Thank you, Dan. See ya. Now, I think I have to keep talking because we're still on Facebook and TV and so on and so forth. So I'm going to try to say something relevant, okay? Something relevant, okay? I just want to let you know that we appreciate you watching the show, and thank you very much. Have a safe weekend. Goodbye.